Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
It's feeling epic.
3 words. 8 letters.
I remember everything.
Hello, and welcome back to the Previously On podcast. I'm your host, teen drama fangirl, Jillian Bonani, and with me today, once again, he keeps coming back for more drama. It's my husband, Tyler.
Hello, Jillian. Thank you for having me for another exciting episode of Maxton Hall, The World Between Us, based on the novel Save You.
Very exciting episode. We are almost done with season 2 already. I can't believe it.
I know. And you've already seen all of season 2.
I have.
Because you went to see the last 2 episodes at a Prime Video event last night. Tell us about that photo of you and James Beaufort the world's talking about.
Oh, did you see that? Did you happen to see that?
I was jealous of it, yes!
The 900 times that I showed you, like, I can't stop looking at the photo of me and him. I'm sorry, I can't.
You look a little too happy in that photo.
I am giddy with glee in that photo. Like, I'm giddy just talking about it now. Okay.
It feels like every month you're getting your photo with these teen heartthrobs. I'm getting pretty jealous.
I know. November was a really good month for me. Like, I understand we got married in May, but November... really big month. I thought I was just going to this screening, and little did I know, this was like small event where we got to meet Damian Hardung, our James Beaufort. I knew he was going to be there, but I thought he would just be doing a Q&A. I didn't know he would be mingling and meeting people. I mean, what a gem of a guy. This guy was sure to talk to everybody at the event. He took photos. He was going over to people. He was so nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was like that. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's such a fun surprise when like the cast is like interacting with people.
I was like, oh my God.
Well, sometimes they're
mingling.
in and out of those events.
Yeah.
You know?
Which like I get too.
Which is fine. I get that too.
So, you know, I weaseled my way over to him. I was a little clammy. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what am I going to say to this guy?
Yeah.
And
when you showed me that photo, I said, how far you've come. I feel like the old Jillian would have just passed out immediately when he started approaching her.
I know. Well, I was like...
I feel like you would have had a panic attack.
I would have run away normally. But I was like, I got to do this for my girlies. They're going to be so happy for me. So, yeah. You know, we do this podcast every week. You think I would talk about that with him?
Sure.
I didn't.
Seems like a great talking point.
I did not bring it up. Instead, I heard him talk about living on the Upper West Side for a year with somebody else. I heard him say this, and I was like, I live on the Upper West Side. So that was my intro, where I was like, you lived on the Upper West Side? What? I do.
What?
And he asked me where I lived, and I was like, do you want my address? Do you want to come hang out?
Watch out. Watch out, young Beaufort.
But no, he was so nice. We were talking about the Upper West Side for a bit. And then I was like, okay, I got to talk about the show. Like, I got to stop talking about my favorite bagel place and let me talk about the show.
You had the opportunity to talk to James Beaufort and you're chatting about bagels?
Yeah. Well, he loves those breakfasts in the morning. We keep talking about that.
Did he talk about the show at all?
Yeah.
Did he give any?
I said,
oh, okay.
I think I lightly touched his arm too. You know, might have went a little too far.
Security.
I was like,
fangirl Jillian on the loose.
I like looked him right in the eye and I was like, you are so good in season 2. I loved your performance. And he thanked me and he asked if I liked the final eps. And I said, yeah, so good. The drama. Wow. And then I just told him how good it was. And then I said, can we take a pic? And he was like, of course. All the energy in the world. And luckily somebody came over with some lighting. And that's why that photo is so good.
Wow,
so
seems
thank
like
you
a nice
to that person.
guy.
He was so nice.
I can't believe you made it through that. I assume you'd had an adult beverage to get through something like that.
Yeah, I had a spicy margarita, and then they were passing around like spiced wine, and I was like, yes, please, so I can get this done. So I can.
You're like, I'm feeling
get
clammy.
Done. Yeah,
Come on.
I'm clammy just talking about it right now. I know.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's very clear he loves talking about the show with people too. So I kind of wish I would have brought up more of like our podcast and whatnot, but next time, you know.
He is very good in the show. I do feel like
Yeah.
he has a future. Like I could see him in all sorts of roles.
Yeah. I didn't bring you up at all in the combo.
What? Somehow your ring came off? You don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing it right now.
What?
What?
Ridiculous.
The next day, and I'm like, nope, haven't put that
Oh
ring
my
back on
gosh.
yet.
I should have just got you the Jeremiah Fisher ring.
Oh my God. That's funny. It always comes back to that ring.
Did they talk about the show at all
Yeah.
in this event? Not just bagels. Did they talk about any behind the scenes drama or any fun tidbits?
He did give some fun tidbits in the Q&A. He talked that his favorite scene from season 2 was the scene of him and Ruby in the bedroom where James is like on the ground. He is unwell. And Ruby's like, I can't fix this for you.
That was a great scene.
Which is a great scene. I think that was a great choice. And then somebody said, well, my favorite scene was the limbo. And he talked about the limbo a little bit. He said, which I also was wondering this. He said, has anybody ever actually limboed at a party? And we were all like, no. And he was like, okay, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. So I thought that was really funny. He knew people were going to be talking about that limbo. I love that
I love that the girls who wrote this show were just like, oh yeah, everyone limbos at these parties in the UK. Just go with it and take your shirt right off and limbo. That's what everyone does.
I love that he did so much great acting work this season. I mean, he had so many breakdowns. He was really going through it. He had a car wreck, and we're all like, can we talk about the limbo?
Can we talk about that limbo?
We want to talk about that again.
Did you practice that?
Yeah.
Well, Jillian and I were trying to do it around the apartment and almost fell over.
I wanted to take a photo of Tyler doing the limbo so bad, or a video for all you guys, and he would not let me. But it was so comical. Like, you think you're bending over, and you're not at all.
No.
It's so good.
You think you're about to tip over, and it just looks like you're stretching.
Yeah. But yeah, he was saying, too, they're filming season 3, and he said between season 1 and season 2 he liked better. So, and I would agree with that. I'm loving season 2.
Well, I think they've upped the drama and the production quality.
Definitely. So today we are talking about season 2, episode 5, Deceptive Lightness. Where Mortimer...
And no spoilers. I have not seen the last episode.
No.
And we are not going to be talking about the last episode at all.
I don't want people to come after
thing.
No, I am.
Her lips are sealed.
Yeah, like I've never been before. I'm like terrified.
So this is only about episode 5.
Yeah, and this is the episode where Mortimer's unexpected return interrupts a romantic evening at the Beaufort villa. What begins as a dangerous confrontation takes a surprising turn. But then Ruby receives a message from Alice Campbell that threatens to destroy her Oxford dreams.
That's true. We were just saying, like, we're so skeptical of Alice Campbell all season. And then last episode, I feel like I was like, she just seems like a really nice lady.
I know.
And then she just pulls the rug out from under poor Ruby in this one.
But it's Mortimer. It's not Alice. I still believe
Mortimer.
good in Alice. Like, it's clearly Mortimer behind all this, but you wanted Alice to be better. You wanted her to rise above it.
Yeah. Well, before we get into it, there were a lot of twists like that in this episode.
Yeah.
So
well, this was my favorite episode so far of the season. I thought we had good romance.
It was a cool app.
We had great romance. We got the opening scene that I wanted before all hell broke loose.
Yep.
And we really saw a lot of storylines come together in this episode, which I really liked. And just
I was thinking during the A Midsummer Night's Dream party of just all the love triangles that are circling each other.
I mean, we
in that
got new
moment. And
romances.
I know that plays very much about that, but like I was like, this is all really coming together. I was like, if I remembered the plot of A Midsummer Night's Dream better, I bet all this would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. You really should have done a deep dive on that.
You might have to have Claire come on and talk about that.
Yeah, our Shakespeare advisor.
I haven't read Shakespeare in a minute.
Yeah. And there was just so much drama in this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of twists and turns.
Right. Top 5 twists in episode 5, Deceptive Lightness.
That's our top 5 this episode because there were so many twists.
So many twists. So here's what I came up with on top 5 twists. First, the honorable mentions were that Lin and Cyril are friends with benefits. That sort of was surprising.
I agree, but I did appreciate the friends with benefits throwback. We haven't seen that in a storyline in a minute because we were so oversaturated with it in 2008 and 9, I feel like.
That was a big, it really peaked with that movie. Wasn't that Justin Timberlake?
Well, there were 2 of them. There was Friends with Benefits, and then there was No Strings Attached.
Oh, that's right. Was that Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But, so I appreciated that little throwback. And I thought then the last episode made a lot of sense with them. So I appreciated this like Lin Cyril backstory.
It wasn't just a drug-fueled them all over each other. It was more like they've done this before.
Which that makes sense.
Which does make more sense.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like just because you were like in a drug-fueled euphoria, I don't know if you'd immediately just latch onto some stranger like that. But it was they were latching onto something familiar.
Yeah. So I like that. And I like that it wasn't revealed until this episode. I'm kind of rooting for them.
And we remember it was friends with benefits because it's another one of those like English phrases that always like takes me out of it when I hear them say it.
Yeah.
It's like, friend with benefits. Like, what?
Whoa.
And the other honorable mention was Percy's backstory coming out of nowhere there all of a sudden. He really is the Alfred. He's like,
I know.
He's been in this family for generations, it sounds like. He grew up there on the Beaufort estate.
I mean, Percy and Cordelia, something had to happen with them. And now I'm really believing maybe my theory that Percy is James's father.
Really?
I mean, that does feel so kind of far-fetched with this. But, I mean, something definitely happened with Percy and Cordelia. I'm just happy we weren't wrong about that.
They're hinting at something. We'll see what they choose to reveal on that because I don't know. I just don't think they would have him say that in the car to Ruby if there wasn't some reason or some payoff coming to his backstory.
And what's the payoff if it's not that he is their father? Because Cordelia's dead. So it's not like there's a payoff with Cordelia with it where she then like leaves Mortimer for Percy or something like that. So there's no real payoff with that.
I'm not sure. But it does make sense as we've seen Percy kind of be the like moral compass of the family to like step in situations and take care of people.
I think if anything though, it at least is giving a parallel of Cordelia and Percy and Ruby and James, and that James does not want to make the same mistakes that his mom made.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Like choose the one you love. Don't choose the one that makes sense for society.
I think that probably is more what they're going for is that Percy was the Ruby Bell who wasn't picked, who's like she loved him, but then like he just couldn't exist in her society. So she went with Mortimer, who's a monster.
Yeah. Like don't choose the monster.
Yeah.
Don't choose Elaine.
Anyway, these were just the honorable mentions. Let me get into the real
No,
top 5.
I
haven't even started the
Percy.
top 5 twists.
Percy,
no
this
more
was
about
huge
Percy.
for
You
me.
can talk about write your fanfic about Percy.
No.
You could go on about Percy forever.
Now I need a Percy Cordelia fanfic. I mean, I need a prologue with them too.
I know. You want a spinoff show of young Percy.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Top 5 twists in episode 5 of season 2 of Maxton Hall, The World Between Us. Number 5, that big ending. The headmaster gets a text. First of all, the headmaster is watching students make out on a swing, smiling like a creep, which is bizarre. But I think it was so we could see such a big reaction to his face of when he does get the phone, like whatever message he gets. And then at first, I think they wanted you to think he's getting the photo of Mr. Sutton and Lydia because that's what we'd just seen. We knew that Cyril took a photo. We knew that Elaine had the photo, but I'm just not quite sure why Elaine would immediately text that to the headmaster. So, I think, and the way the headmaster looked back up and then was just staring at either Ruby or James. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
It felt like it was something terrible about them.
Well, he looked horrified when he was looking at them. So it does feel like it's more something about them. It's not what we think it is. It's not that Elaine photo right away. Because the look on his face was just so like, oh my God. And it was so clear that he was looking right at them.
Yes. Like at first I was like, uh-oh, poor Mr. Sutton. And then the way he looked at them, I was like, something's going on here. Something weird. So I'm not quite sure what it could be. I was speculating it could be like something with like Ruby and like Oxford. It could be James and Oxford. Like I don't quite know what it is.
Well, there's so many things it can be. Like there are just so many plot points. No, stop. I knew you were going to do this. I will not break.
You haven't told me anything, so I'm not sure what that was about. And I guess it could still be Mr. Sutton, but I just don't think that is what makes sense.
It was a really good cliffhanger. It was a good cliffhanger ending.
It was, because Ruby and James are so happy just making out in that swing in front of everybody.
Yeah.
No shame. And then something is happening.
You can just
another
feel
storm might be a coming.
Yeah, you can feel the tides are a turning. And you're like, can they just be happy for 2 seconds? Please. Like,
you have to admit, though, it was a little funny when the headmaster's like smiling, like, oh, the kids are making out.
Well, I feel like he's so proud of himself because he's the one who put them together. He did forced proximity and made them plan that event. And he's like, look at me, I'm a little matchmaker.
I was like, this Mr. Belding guy.
We love him. I love that headmaster.
Ever since you called out as Mr. Belding.
Yeah.
But no, I thought that was a great ending. I'm really excited to see what happens. I hope we get to pick right back up. So we shall see.
We will see.
All right. Number 4 on the top 5 twists. Ruby Bell's Alice Campbell scholarship is revoked. Which is brutal because all season it was basically leading to that. We were saying last ep, like, oh, all her hard work on this gala like paid off. And like it was all about her like getting in the good graces of Alice Campbell, and then she gets the scholarship and it's gonna pay for her to go to Oxford, and then just the rug's pulled out from under her.
This was so heartbreaking to me because she has worked so hard. And I really love the Ruby Bell character because of how hard she works and how she goes for what she wants. She has this dream. She got the dream. Mm-hmm. And it just sucks that all these obstacles are in her way. And she deserves this.
It's a lot of
she
obstacles.
Deserves to go to Oxford. And it's just, I feel like I was just tearing up at this because I want her to get there so bad.
Yeah.
And it does kind of make you think, is James worth it?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was thinking that. I'm like,
you were saying he's nothing but green flags?
I know. But then I remember you shouldn't let evil people get in your way.
Yeah. They
like, don't let them win.
Live your life.
Don't let them win. But I just was feeling for her so much. I'm like, oh my God, this is so hard.
It was tough, and we had been singing Alice Campbell's praises, and then with this, and it's like, oh God, so, I mean, she raised her 1.9 million pounds. What more does she have to do, Alice?
I know. I wanted more from Alice Campbell.
We're disappointed, Alice.
Yeah. Very
All right.
disappointed.
Number 3 on the top 5 twists. Lydia and Mr. Graham Sutton are found out by Cyril and Elaine. Which it felt like this had to happen at some point because they're not that subtle. They're not that great at hiding it. And whenever she walks up and sees Mr. Sutton with the other teacher, and then she runs off, and then like Mr. Sutton runs after, and it shows like the confused face of Cyril. It's like, come on, Cyril, put it together.
Yeah,
you can
you
do
can
this.
do it,
use
buddy.
Use that brain.
You got this.
I know you're
Come
more
on.
into lacrosse, but come on.
I mean, the two worst people, though, to find them out.
Yeah,
That's
not
terrible.
great. You never want to give Elaine any kind of leg up on you, any kind of information.
I thought it was bad enough with Cyril, and then Elaine had to show up. The worst person on this show.
I feel like Cyril saw it and was just sad and shocked.
Yeah.
And was like, I guess this makes sense. But like was just couldn't believe it. But then when Elaine comes in, it's like, oh no.
Well, Elaine's the one who's like, take the photo. What are you doing? As Cyril was just watching them in silence.
That kind of felt real. I feel like guys would be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Girls like, take a photo. We need evidence. Like,
that is true. That's accurate. I mean, we knew Cyril was somehow going to be involved in this storyline because they kept showing how much he loves Lydia. But I did not think this was how he was going to be involved.
I know. And it also made me sad that, like, he's just so willing to throw Lin away. Like, he's just so obsessed with Lydia. And it's
like
what's
move
wrong
on.
with Lin?
I know. But then...
Yeah. Cyril, you're too young for Lydia.
I know.
He likes an older man.
Lydia is too poised for you, Cyril. She does seem like a type who would need an older man, which I guess is why she's with Graham. Which now I'm sorry. I'm just
you
gonna
call
say
him Graham, I call him Mr. Sutton.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm shipping him now. No. I'm sorry. I know, but
Jillian.
the show wants me to ship them, so I'm doing it. That was a good scene between the two of them. I'm sorry. When Graham has those glasses off, I'm like, okay.
You've decided Lydia's very adult-like.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're like, she made all those charts and graphs.
Yeah,
she's
Lydia's
an adult.
a working woman already. She wants to run that business. She's pregnant with his twins. Like, I'm sorry. I think with the pregnancy, I'm like, well, I'm kind of rooting for this now. I want them to like work this out. They're bringing children into the world.
Sure.
It was a good scene. They were convincing me with that chemistry, the way he looked at her.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. It's such a confusing like storyline of I know I shouldn't be, but I'm sorry. Which I like storylines like that. I do like when a show really pushes a boundary like that.
Well, the show really treats it as like forbidden love versus like a moral failing.
Right.
So it is I get what you mean of like the show seems to want you to pull for it. It would be easier if Mr. Sutton looked a little younger, but what can you do?
I thought they tried to make him look a little younger this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why do you think Elaine... I guess just Elaine hates the Beauforts now, right? Like, but Lydia's never done anything to her, right? I couldn't think of anything. Like, why does she hate Lydia?
I think she's
just because of James?
She is on a warpath, and Lydia got in the way. I think also she's like, I can use this as blackmail to James.
I think I just like Lydia, and I'm like, how can anyone hate Lydia?
I know. We love Lydia.
We do.
No, I think Elaine thinks, oh, I can use this as blackmail.
Yeah.
I can show this to James and be like, I'm going to put this out everywhere unless you dump
I'm
Ruby.
going to leak this to the press unless you dump Ruby and marry me.
And I know. And I feel like that's the rock and the hard place. That is the one thing that will get James back down.
That'll give her the leg up.
Yeah.
That gives her the leg up, is to have that kind of leverage over him and his sister.
Which, again, I don't think we should be letting these evil people win, but this is a hard predicament.
Yeah. Unanswerable question, but Cyril got out of the car and went to go see what they were doing. What do you think that other teacher did?
I know.
She just got in the car and drove off.
Yeah, I think she was like, I don't want to know what's going on here.
I'm going back to the
party. Out of here. It seemed like they were together.
I'm going to go see if there's a bar at the party.
Yeah. She's like, let me get one of those
That
love
seemed
potions
weird.
they were talking about.
Yeah. The new principal just ran off after that girl. I think I'm just going to walk away from this.
Oh, God. She was probably like, oh, they seem kind of close.
Uh-huh. All right, moving on.
Uh-huh.
Moving on to top 5 twists in Ep 5. Number 2, Mortimer has a redemption arc, and then it's just a fake out.
Yeah. Did you believe
they
it?
tried. No.
No,
They
me
tried
neither.
so hard, but like, you're just not going to get me to fully buy into a redemption arc for a guy who, when he talks, there's thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Outside. Like, he's just so evil.
It's true. It's like they're showing us that he is still evil. But I
it
think
was a
too,
sweet, and it made you feel for the kids even more of how much they want to believe their dad has a heart. Like, they really want to believe in him, but ugh.
I think they did a good job, though, of reminding us that they were close with him at some point. They were a family. They didn't hate him their whole lives, because the way that they go running to him and to help him, like, there was a close bond there at some point. And I think it's all come falling down recently.
Yeah.
Is what it more seems like. So I did think that was a good reminder of, oh, they did look up to him at one point. They did want his love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they still do, but he kind of
It's
made it
just-
clear that they're not going to get it. I mean, the way he walked into that breakfast the next day after having that breakdown and was just like, let's pretend that never happened. It's like, this is the problem, Mortimer.
Yeah, this is who he is.
Yeah.
We really got to see where James gets those benders from, though, because it sounds like Mortimer is a little prone to a bender himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just destroying like the place. There's just whiskey bottles everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Whenever that happens, it made me think about the home has an odd vibe to it sometimes, where it feels not that big at times. Whenever like the kids and the dad like come together and no one's in the house, but then in the morning it feels like sprawling and there's a million servants. But like when that happened, it was like, oh, maybe there is like they're seeing Mortimer have a vulnerable moment, like. And they are all so close together right here.
yeah.
But all for nothing. Because it's so heartbreaking when they're having the meeting at Beaufort and James like is looking at him and is seeing that he's not on his side.
Yeah. Which that was the moment then where we were like, oh, that was really for nothing.
He's not going to back his children. Then it comes
No.
out that he got the scholarship. Probably he got the scholarship taken away from Ruby. And like that whole weird interview of Ruby was really just like getting information, like
I
more
know.
than like
Well,
getting to know her.
The minute she said, I think James said it, oh, that she got the scholarship with Alice Campbell. I was like, why would you say that? No.
Yeah.
Don't reveal anything.
Yeah, it was like they're giving him so much information. I was like, and her social security number is this, this, this. It's like, what are you guys doing? You're just giving him ammunition.
And it's sad.
This isn't a human being.
I know.
This is Mortimer.
Well, it's sad because James really did think like, oh, it's going to be fine. This is going great for a second.
Yeah.
And they just got the rug pulled out from under them. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But I'm like, please believe your dad is evil. Please believe it.
But you don't think Mortimer was like faking that breakdown that night? I don't think that.
No,
right? No, I think that was real.
breakdown.
I think he's a tortured soul who's like hurt from like his wife's passing and maybe how things ended with her and maybe that their relationship wasn't what he wanted it to be when he was younger.
I actually liked that we did get that scene with Mortimer because then he became a little bit less like mustachy twirling villain for me, and it made him a bit more of a real person.
He's a tortured villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we needed to see something like that. And it's not even like I wanted a necessarily like redemption arc with him, but it's more just like it gave him more layers than what we've seen before. And I think we needed that because it's a very complicated character.
Yeah. Well, and I think it was telling us that this is what James would become if he didn't learn how to deal with his emotions. And this is a guy who's tried to bottle up his emotions his whole life, and look at the monster he's become.
Yeah, I mean, he says it all when he can't even talk about it the next day.
Yeah.
It's like you were on the floor. Your kids were terrified, crying, hugging you. Lydia was scared.
Yeah. Well, and then it's so tough whenever Lydia's like hugging Ruby Bell the next day, and it's like, no, I think like you got through to Dad.
I know.
And all this stuff, and it's like, oh no. And then we see the number one of the top 5 twists in episode 5 of season 2 of Maxton Hall is the big one, in my opinion, whenever you see that Mortimer can literally see everything on James' phone. He has James' phone mirrored to his computer.
Yeah.
He can see photos, messages, it seems like anything. Like it seems like he has full access to it, which is tough.
I mean, this was such a big reveal. I thought the episode was ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was over. I was like, oh my God.
It's another one of their that's another twist is their fake out endings they love to do when you're like, oh, there's 15 minutes left.
Well, this was a moment where I thought he will never be redeemed. Not like I really thought he was capable of redemption, but to me, you cannot go back from here. This is so gross. It's such a breach of privacy. I mean, he can see everything. He's looking at those photos. Like, that's creepy. And you can just never trust him again. Because I do think that with other things that he's done, you could look at it like, well, he wants what's best for James. He thinks this is what's best. But this just goes beyond another level of, no, you want complete control over him.
Yeah. Well, and I remember when he gave James his new phone after the wreck, there was like weird close-ups on the operating system coming up and all this stuff. And I was like, there's something they want us to pay attention to here. But I don't think I thought it would go this far. Like, I don't think I thought he'd just have the full phone mirrored. Like, it's crazy. It's like, what lack of trust and what like manipulation. And it's tough because James really needs to kind of figure this out and get rid of this, or like his dad's always going to be one step ahead of him.
I know. He needs to break that phone. He needs to throw that phone away. I thought he
needs another wreck.
I thought he would just have
He'll
access.
be fine. The phone will be destroyed.
Yeah. I can't go through another car wreck with him.
No.
But I thought Mortimer would just have access to like who he's calling or how many texts he's sending or something like that. I did not think it would be like photos, full, just like complete access into the phone. So this was wild to me. And It's just
They would have never allowed this on an Apple TV show. They'd have been like, no, the iPhone's more secure.
Yeah. That's so true. Wait, you're right. They would have been like,
no,
absolutely
cross
not.
this out.
Yeah. Apple would have shut down that storyline right away. I was like, can people do this in real life?
Well, you can mirror your phone to your laptop, but like your phone tells you usually. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's some software almost on this, almost like a spy software.
Well, and that's also why I think this is so gross and a step above everything else he's done. Like, I don't think everything he's done is great. He's literally ruining people's lives. But this is illegal. This is like spy software.
I don't think it's
on
illegal
there.
when you pay for it.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I guess you're right.
I don't think he is breaking any laws.
James, I'm sorry, you got to just leave this money behind. It's not worth it.
It's tough.
We need to get to the reading of that will ASAP.
We do. Well, that was the top 5 twists. What else you want to talk about from this episode?
I do want to talk about this scene with Ruby and her mom.
Oh, yeah.
I
that
really
was nice. We
like
really hadn't
that
had much
scene.
interaction with her parents this season. So
No.
that was nice.
I really like this scene because her mom is very concerned for her.
Yeah.
Which I think is so realistic. Of your daughter is dating this guy who she's clearly in love with, but the mom isn't naive. The mom knows what these rich, powerful families are capable of, and she's scared for her daughter with reason. And that scene just
She's
kind
like,
of
I
broke
get it,
my
Ruby.
heart.
I saw the photos of this guy limboing, but like, you're in with a scary family.
I know. And I feel like the mom is like, is this worth it?
Yeah.
Is this worth it to you?
But she was very understanding.
Yeah.
It was such a juxtaposition of Mortimer, where like she's like she clearly has concerns, and like, but she's also like, I'm not going to tell you not to be with who you want to be with. Like, I'm here to listen to you. But like, I was like, at one point at the party, Ruby and James, she's calling him like new James versus old James. And I'm like, oh yeah, if you're a mom and you hear your daughter talking about like, no, this is new James.
Yeah.
He's nothing like old James. It's like, oh boy, like you'd be concerned.
The mom's like, it's only been a few weeks.
Yeah. Wasn't he on a crazy bender and like had a car wreck just a month ago?
But going back to what you were saying before, I do think that's what I loved about the scene is she really did just listen to Ruby. She didn't try to tell her what to do. She just let her know to be careful. Yeah. And I think
a parent would be right to be concerned.
Yes. But she approached it in the right way. She didn't say, you shouldn't date him. You're done. I don't want you to see him anymore.
It's your life.
It wasn't a caricature moment with a parent. It was real. And that's why I liked it so much. And you're right. It really shows
understanding parents.
It really shows how different her and Mortimer are.
Yeah. Yeah. Where, you know, it felt like he was looking down on them whenever he was like grilling Ruby about her life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They seem like nice people and have a bakery.
I know.
Like, they're not monsters like you.
Well, I think too, a lot of the scenes we've gotten with Ruby's family are very like, look how much we all love each other. And they're very like,
this was like real
very
love,
happy. Yeah, they're very showing how happy they are. And I like that this was a more real life scene between them. And then, I mean, we got to talk more about the Midsummer Night's Party.
Yeah. I mean, that was cool. I was like, this was all leading up to that big kiss. I was like, half of why they wanted to do this party was just to shoot that kiss like that. Well, and the other half was to put James in that jacket.
I mean, well, the slow-mo shot of the Beauforts walking in, our favorite.
Did you wish he was wearing that jacket whenever you got your photo with it?
I wish he was wearing something where chest was out as he normally does in this show. I love that cardigan.
It's so
just the cardigan.
I just love how shameless the show is.
Yeah.
I'm like, have a good time. We're all having fun here.
No, the costumes were amazing at this party. The lighting, like the way they shot the party was so cool. I'm like, that budget, so good.
They were great. I loved all the costumes.
It was literally out of like a fairy tale.
Obviously, all looked very dreamlike, fairy tale. Like, I was like, they're really leaning into almost the fanfic nature of this sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, the costumes and the look of it all. It was fun.
Well, I feel like they're leaning into let's be happy for a second before all hell breaks loose, is what they're doing, it seems. But we got another great Ruby James scene at this party where he is once again not giving up on her and asking her not to give up on him. But he was like, if you want to, okay. I just thought, I mean, again, I don't know how more to say it. He's just really turned into a green flag.
Yeah. I mean, she took her mom's comments to heart and was thinking about like her life. And it's like, if this guy is going to try to be as petty and ruin my life by like getting scholarships taken away from me, like, what's the rest of our lives going to be like?
I know.
This is a lot.
Which is
like, do
fair.
I have to be battling this incredibly rich and powerful man? While I'm just like, again, when you first meet Ruby Bell on this show, she's trying to fly under the radar.
She just wants to get to Oxford. That's all she wants to do.
Make it to Oxford, not like stir up anything, not get caught up into drama. And ever since she met James, it's been nothing but drama.
Her life has gotten turned upside down. And not all in a bad way.
He has pulled her out of her shell more, but she's dealing with all sorts of drama now.
I just do think it's fair if she wanted to question it. But James made such a good point to her.
Yeah.
That he said, we must not let him separate us. And that is, I think, how you have to approach this. Because you cannot let these evil people that are against you win. Whether it be Mortimer, whether it be Elaine, like they have already tried that too, and it didn't work out. James already did that. He already ended things with her because of his dad. And I love that he is not going back there. I mean, he like put up a fight to his dad in this app, and I loved it.
That's true. He's not being pushed around.
No. He said no more. But
all right, you want to get into Tyler's takes? Or do you have anything else?
Well, can we just talk about Elaine for a second? The bitch is back. The bitch is back. The way that she says to James, your mother would be ashamed of you. Like, how low can you go, girl? How
She
low?
opened with, I didn't know curtains were a costume.
And it's like, Ruby looked great. I don't know what you're talking about, but
she's just so mean.
So
it's like,
mean.
Stop trying to be Frederick.
I know. Well, now we know where she gets it from. Were you mad Frederick didn't make an appearance?
The Ellingtons seem to be total nightmares, while Alistair is just like the sweetest, just la la la.
I love him so much.
He's like, you guys need to chill.
Alistair has like the softest voice too. Like it's so calming. It's so sweet. I love it. Yeah. I mean, it is just like I thought maybe we could get some form of redemption out of this girl, and not one bit.
Not looking great.
She digs herself further and further in the hole every episode.
Yeah. Which again, when you think of like her confrontation with James, it's kind of crazy. She still wants to be with him.
I know.
Like, he seems to like disdain you.
Yeah. He literally called her hot but ugly on the inside.
I know. I was like, this is like a borderline compliment.
I was like, okay.
He was like, you are beautiful, but
you
say
like
ugly things. And I was like, that's such a like rich person.
I know.
I was like, you're so like distinguished in your insults.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like he was like, let me try and get through to her
Despite
a little
your beauty.
bit.
You say the ugliest things.
I feel like he was like, I got to throw her one type of bone because I can't keep dealing with this. So let me call her
This
pretty
girl's on
and
the
just
edge.
hopefully she'll
Yeah.
take that and walk away and be done with this.
Yeah. Oh, he thinks I'm pretty?
But I feel like knowing Elaine, she's like, I still got a shot.
I still got a shot.
Well, she'll always have smelling that shirt.
Yeah. She just kept thinking, damn, he looks good in that jacket.
Which is fair, you know? We were all thinking it. All right,
gotta
give us
give me
your
that
Tyler's
jacket.
takes.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah,
That
I'm going to get
jacket.
you that jacket for Christmas.
With the feathers.
Yeah, I'm going to get it before the next app so you can wear it for the big finale.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
I haven't even complimented your hoodie. I love that.
I
Maxton
know. I'm
Hall
in my
hoodie.
Maxton Hall lacrosse hoodie.
Does it have the smell?
I wish it did. It should say,
Oh, my God.
James Beaufort wore this.
Oh, my God.
It's safe to say
All
I won't be
right.
throwing this in the trash like Ruby.
Here are my Tyler's takes. These are the notes I wrote down watching the app. Boy, I wrote down a lot. All right, let's zoom through these. Ruby offered to climb out the window, which really made me laugh. I was like, Ruby, we're not doing that.
That did make me laugh. He was like, absolutely
He's like-
not.
Ruby, we're rich people. We're not climbing out windows.
Also, he's
What
got
show
to
do
be
you
pretty
think you're
high
on,
up
Ruby?
there. He's got to be high up.
I liked it, though.
I did love that. I love though
But-
also the scene with them in the bedroom where her like dress gets
I feel like he was
caught.
like, this girl's going to climb out the window in this thunderstorm? Like,
Yeah.
what?
He was like,
What were you saying?
She will do anything to get away from Mortimer. She will scale
well,
those walls
fair.
not to have to look that man in the eye.
Yeah.
No, I was saying that I love the scene where they're trying to get her dress off and it gets caught, and then they
Oh,
still
yeah,
kiss.
yeah.
So that was cute. I feel like
I
we
know. I
haven't
was like-
seen that before. I like when they add some light moments in the romance
Mm-hmm.
scenes. I just feel like it's more realistic, and it shows that like they have fun together.
is
It's
cute,
not
yeah.
all serious.
not all drama,
and
yeah.
drama and dark. There's a lightness to the two of them.
I don't know if I've ever seen a show turn up the thunder and lightning as much as they did when Mortimer got home.
I loved it.
But I enjoyed it. Once again, the shamelessness that I really appreciate.
I was really thinking too, like, this is a house of horrors. When it was the storm and they're hearing all the sounds, and it's like
It felt like a haunted house.
It felt like a haunted house, and I feel like that's how they feel in that house. James
They
and
need to
Lydia.
get out of there, yeah.
It's like when the help is all gone and it's just the three of them in that house. It's a haunted house. Lydia
Well, that's what I
looked
was saying. It's like a weird
terrified.
vibe. It feels
Yeah.
creepy at night when there are no servants there and it's just them.
Yeah.
And they weirdly feel like close to each other. Like it feels like The Shining almost, like very nightmare-like.
Yeah, it
in the
does.
house.
Like, and it just feels like that's how they've been feeling in there since their mom died.
Yeah, they're all haunted by their mother
Yeah.
in a way. Like her loss is like hanging over everything.
Yeah, it really is.
I thought the twins' sleepwear just on point. He sleeps in like a open cardigan or something, and then she has just the nicest looking pajamas. And you were
So
commenting on what like her footwear. It's like, God, this is the young Beaufort line we want. Their sleepwear.
It's like, just look at how they dress. I don't understand how these old men think that they cannot sell young Beaufort. I
yeah,
mean,
these two will sell.
I'm ready to buy whatever Lydia is wearing every day.
I know.
And I just want to scream at these board meetings with these old men. You're doing it wrong.
Well, last step I said I don't feel like they get to wear a lot of casual clothes at home, and then we finally see their casual clothes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the nicest casual clothes I've ever seen.
It delivered.
We talked about Mortimer seems to go on benders. The meeting, though. Oh, back to those old men, them banging on the table. That was.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that at
that.
all. I don't know if that's what they do, but like that seemed like I don't know, just bad vibes. Bunch of old men just banging on a table. I'd be like, oh, gotta get out of here.
I feel like they did a good job of casting for the board members. They all look kind of scary and older, and you really believe it.
Yeah. Well, they were banging on the table for 40 plus men. It's like they say that's the demo they want. They're like, oh, and I'm like, God.
I know.
These guys are creeps.
I do like the drama of the storyline, though, of that they're going to go back to their old ways and just cater to these 40 plus men. And they're like taking the company back to the olden days. I really do love that storyline.
I liked when James said, what is this campaign, Sugar Daddy?
Oh, that was good. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, James, you're right.
It was great.
You are right.
It was a weird vibe. I think the young Beaufort was a smarter vibe.
I am
Just put them
such
in their sleepwear on the posters.
I'm such a proprietor of young Beaufort. Like, I want it for myself.
Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about this. What did you think of James's twitch when he was angry? Was that scary?
God.
Was it hot? Was it goofy? What was that twitch?
I liked it. I thought it was a really good acting choice. It showed just how mad he is.
It made you think he was about to hit him.
Yeah, and I think that was the point. That he really wanted to hit him in that moment, and he didn't. But he is enraged at him.
Yeah, you're pro Twitch.
I am pro Twitch. I don't think I've ever seen somebody do that. It was good. I mean, that's got to be kind of hard to do, too, to like move just like one part of your face.
Definitely. I can't do it. So many love triangles in this app. We got, what's Harry Potter, Kieran? He was like hanging stuff, nearly killing himself for Ruby. But then he lands and seems to get a look at another girl. And it's like, oh, maybe he can finally like move off of this Ruby thing who doesn't seem to know you have any feelings for her.
Those glasses came off and he got hot.
I know.
Tale as old as time.
When you lose the glasses and the ponytail, it's like, whoa.
Whoa, hello.
The Lin and Cyril love triangle, Sutton and the other teacher, and Lydia. It's just like so many love triangles are happening, which I think was very purposeful with Midsummer Night's Dream.
Well, and I feel like those really came out this episode. We haven't seen that yet in this show.
A lot going
They're
on.
really building up a lot.
What do you think's going on with Assistant Julia or whatever she is?
We got to talk about her.
Because we saw her in the last step whenever like she comes in whenever Mortimer's just screaming at James about his speech and she's like there with him. And I was like, this is weird. Is she just with him at all times? It felt very like in Succession, like Logan Roy and his assistant, where you're like, is there something going on here? And I was getting those vibes from this too, of like, is there something going on here? Because he's kind of letting the assistant take over the meeting.
I was getting those vibes too. And it really
Like,
feels like those two were in cahoots even when Cordelia was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And that now he's really letting her take over because Cordelia is gone.
It does feel like she's just stepping into the role. And that's part of James's anger, is like you're not listening to James and Lydia. You're listening to just this woman we don't even know.
Who is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got really bad vibes from that. It does feel like it's more than just work.
Yeah. He's just letting her take over his whole life like he's Bill Belichick or something.
Oh, my God. You had to bring that into it.
Bill Belichick's my Roman Empire. You know that.
Oh, my God.
Ruby remembered she can whistle. That was like her secret weapon.
Oh, yeah. Thank God.
She
I
whistled
was
loud.
yelling
Can you
at the
whistle like
screen.
that?
No, of course I can't. I was yelling at the screen like, run, Ruby, run.
Run, Ruby.
Come
run.
on, you can do it, girl. You just want her to get a win.
I like when Ruby Bell was calling him New James, and I thought New James might be a better name than Young Beaufort. That should be the name of the line. New James.
Well, maybe him and Lydia should just start a company.
Start new James.
Yeah,
instead of young
because
Beaufort. Yeah.
they have the talent. They have the name recognition. Just start your own company. Get out of what your dad is doing because he is never going to give you what you want.
Yeah. And my last Tyler's take, I have to ask you this. Has Mortimer seen a dick pic?
Oh, my God.
I mean, this guy is scrolling through his son's phone, and at no point a nude has popped up. Like, this is disturbing, Mortimer. Why do you even want access to this? You freak.
I did not think you were about to ask me that, but yeah, I think he has seen one. He has full access.
He's probably seen a Ruby Bell nude. We don't know what he's seen.
He should be.
I assume Elaine sends him nudes every day.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, block, get out of here.
I wish we would have seen Mortimer scroll on the phone and seen like Elaine's name pop
It's like
up
another
more.
Elaine, another
Yeah,
Elaine text.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was so gross. When we saw
Yeah.
the photo of them in bed together, you're like, ugh, no. So
Disturbing.
he's seen it all, I think. And
Oh, boy.
you got to assume
Yikes.
that the minute he got that new phone, he snapped a pic. I mean, he's
James
trying
is
to
gonna
win.
when James finds out about this, he's going to have a lot to say in therapy.
Yeah, I know. I hope he has that therapist on speed dial
Hope
on
you're
his
still
new
going
phone.
to therapy.
He's going to have to get a
going to
flip
therapy.
phone after this.
Yeah.
He's going to have to go
Dad
back
was
to
looking
that.
at all my photos.
Did you notice that Ruby Bell had a they had a house phone in their home? I'm like, what time period
Do
is
they?
it? Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It
I
does
love
feel like
it.
when you go to Ruby Bell's, it's like you've gone back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no Wi-Fi at Ruby Bell's.
But yeah, I mean, James was trying to win Ruby back, so we got to assume a pic was taken
You would think so.
to remind her.
Anyway, I'm excited to see episode 6.
The big finale.
The big
next week.
season finale.
Next week on Thanksgiving for us
I know.
American fans.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
We'll be back. Yeah. We'll be back. We can probably record on Black Friday.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week with all of our finale takes. In the meantime, if you haven't, please listen to all of our Maxton Hall episodes. We've done an episode for each.
Oh, wait. Do you
Episode
want to
of
do a
season-
mailbag episode? Should we do a mailbag episode
Let's do
before
a
the
mailbag.
finale?
Why not? We love a mailbag.
All right. We could record a mailbag app.
So send us your thoughts and comments and questions on Maxton Hall. We can talk about anything with season 2 and any predictions you have for the finale, what you think is going to happen, what you want to happen. Just send us everything. You
We'll
can
do a quick mailbag.
message me on social media on Instagram at previously_teen TV. You can also email me at previouslyonteenTV@gmail.com. Be sure to find us on Spotify, Apple, rate us 5 stars, subscribe to us. We would really appreciate that. It really does help. We're also all over YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love that. And you can buy our merch on Etsy. I think that's it. Did I cover all of our things?
I think you covered everything.
Did we cover it
Great
all?
job.
Do we need to talk about Elaine a little bit more?
We'll get into it in the mailbag.
Yeah, that will be fun. Yeah, we'll do the mailbag app. All right.
Okay.
Send us all your thoughts. Thanks for listening.
Bye.